Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into different types of Web3 tokens. In the last video, we discussed about what what are tokens in Web3 world and how small and medium-sized marketing agencies can start using tokens for their services in attracting customers and build a community around their services. In this video, we will look into three different types of tokens and explore how marketing agencies can use these three types of tokens either for their own services or for their customers' services in attracting and building a community around the token system. So the tokens, as we discussed in the last video, it's all digital assets. It's basically you are giving a permission to do certain tasks in the digital world for your customers. In the Web2 world, you will have a user ID and password. So once the user successfully registers with your services, then they can interact with your product or service. It could be either playing a game or reading a blog. It could be anything. So that is in the Web2 world. And then in the Web3 world, it's all managed by tokens. So once you have a token, it is an token a system. Using that, your customers can interact with your community and interact with your product and services using the tokens. So that could be considered as one of the core digital asset for your product and services. They also represent value. So based on the type of token, the token value may go up or go down, or they can accumulate more tokens and then they can interact with your product and services. So all those things are possible in the token system in the Web3 world. So these are very crucial for your product and service to build a community around your ecosystems that you are managing. So that there are three types of tokens. We will get into these three types of tokens: utility tokens, governance tokens, and loyalty tokens. We will see what exactly the each token type is and what are all the use cases that can be applicable for each one of these tokens. Utility tokens, it provides a specific product or service for your customers. So it's like a ticket for your concert or for your entertainment program, whatever you have in the physical world. In the digital world, if a customer has a utility token, then they can use the token to log into your website and use it for any services. Say, for example, if you are managing a platform for gamers for one of your customer, then using that token, the customers can log into the gaming system and start playing it. It could be as simple as that. Or if you are managing a utility token of for a concert, then they can get some discount for the ticketing price if they have a token. So it could be anything. So you decide what the purpose of the what's the utility of the token, and make sure your customers understand the value they get out of the token, utility token they get, and then codify this in the blockchain platform. It could be either Ethereum blockchain or Solana blockchain, or it could be any blockchain, whichever platform you choose. So once you set those rules and regulations for the token, then the customers understand what exactly they are getting in once they purchase the token, so that they can appreciate the transparency that you provide even before they buy the token. And once it is codified in the blockchain Ethereum contract, then you cannot change it. It is being coded, and then you can able to govern the tokens using the set of rules and regulations that's already been coded in the blockchain. Utility tokens provide access to specific product and services, like we discussed. It's function like a ticketing service. So if you have a content platform, and if you there could be some content which is free and there could be some premium content. Say if you are familiar with the Substack, they have many bloggers post their blogs, newsletters, and everything. Some of them are free, some of them you need to pay. Say for example, if you want to create this entire platform in the Web3 world, then you create a token system, utility token systems, and whoever has a token, they can able to read the content, premium content, without uh, paying anything because they already paid for the token and they purchased it. So that's the one example of the premium content. So there are multiple different use cases are available for utility tokens. Its main purpose is the user engagement with your features or product or services, whatever you are marketing for. So as a marketing agency, you might be managing a gaming platform. In the gaming platform, you want to create users to have some premium features. Either they can purchase or they can play a premium tier within the gaming system. For that, if they have a one utility token, then they can play that game, or they can purchase whatever merchandise that's being sold within the gaming systems. All those are possible using the utility tokens. So, and also you can be a beta tester. If you are managing a software platform for a Web3 software company, then you can create a utility token and attract beta testers so that they can start using the your software system. Either it could be a decentralized application or whatever you are managing as a marketing agency. You can make the beta testers to participate and start testing it, identify the bugs and fix it. And the same thing, enabling the upgrade to premium service tier, that's also possible using the token system. So the governance tokens, the next category is the governance tokens. It's basically if you want to create a token system so that the users can participate and manage the new product or services you are going to build, then you can create a governance token and make them the users, those who have one token. Say for example, if a user has one token, then they have a one voting right, either for the product, the new feature that you are building within your marketing service, or if you are managing your customers service, then you can create the governance token for the service or product for a feature. So based on that number of tokens a user has, they can have that many voting rights, and then you get the input from your community and build the product and service with the community in focus from the beginning of the product design, so that you know that what exactly your customer wants, and you build the product and service based on the your customer's request. And also, you can use the governance token for voting rights. Say, for example, if you want to create a new branch within your marketing agency, then you can create a governance token for that, and then you can have your customers vote for it, whether they want to open a new branch or not, and what are the pros and cons. Based on that, if you have a governance token that says there's more than 50% vote and will pass the resolution, then you can do so by having the your community members vote for your proposal. So the we discussed the DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations, in my previous videos. If you have any questions, please go listen to this video and you can able to understand. If you have a DAO based organization, then you can create the governance token for user to participate in any of the decisions, any of your marketing or any company you are starting with the DAO in mind, you can do so by governance tokens. And again, DAO is not legal in United States. Only in Wyoming it is legal, and maybe in the new government forms in January, there are other states it could be legal, but right now it is legal only in Wyoming, the state of Wyoming. So the use cases for government tokens, as I explained earlier, you make your community driven project participations in any of the projects or services that you are starting. And also this gives the fostering the ownership for your service or the product that you are going to build. So since your users have a genuine interest on the product and service you are building, so they from the beginning itself they will be engaging with your product and service. They will be doing the marketing service for you. They will bring in their friends and family into your product, so your product gets popularity. And what the users are getting it, since they have the token value goes up, so that they can able to gain value out of the tokens that they are holding. If they have 10 tokens, their value could be some value internally you fixed. After a couple of years the value may go up based on the product and services revenue that you are generating it. So the token holders, they have the incentive to bring in their friends and family and grow the community around the product and services. It's basically making more user to participate in your product and service that you are building. And then the third and final types of token is the loyalty tokens. It's basically reward royalty for the loyalty for the tokens that they purchase. Say, for example, if they are going to a sports game, and if they continuously purchase the two or three games, then you can give a loyalty token for them. Minimum three or five, whatever may be the criteria. Once once the game enthusiast buys the token, loyalty token, then they can get some incentivization using the loyalty tokens by meeting the players or going and getting a premium seat in the sports world. All those things are possible using the loyalty tokens. It's like a it's function like a point system or the reward system. It's basically if you have a airline mileage, then you get certain benefits, right? If you have a Delta or American Air mileage, then you get a premium class if you qualify for that, or based on the number of points you have, you may get a free ticket. So like that, it's possible using the loyalty tokens in any type of use case. It could be a sports, it could be a musical concert, it could be anything. So once you have the loyalty tokens, once the customer has a loyalty token, then they get the benefits based on the system you design for that loyalty token. So the use cases for the loyalty tokens enhance customer engagements and retention. This again making your customers engage with your product or service that you are building using the loyalty tokens. This loyalty token could be using the gaming platform. If they have a loyalty token, then they can able to go and play premium features within the game, or purchasing any merchandise that was sold within the gaming platform. That could be a possible use case for that. It could be anything. It's all you need to make sure you understand, you plan what exactly you want the customers to do, and what exactly your customers will get out of the loyalty tokens that you are selling to them. And then you build the loyalty system around that vision and mission and implement it in blockchain. And then so that your customers can understand what exactly they are getting in, you can understand what you want the customers to do with the loyalty token. And as a team, as a whole, your community grows with your product and services using the loyalty token. And also it creates the strong brand for your product and services. If you have an existing brand, you can create a loyalty token around the existing brand. That's possible too. So that now we discussed into multiple, I should say, three different types of tokens. We can compare and contrast between these two tokens. Utility tokens, or it's basically the access to the services. It has a functional value. And once they have the token, if they have one token, then they have a one voting right. Or you could have if they have one token, they have a 0.1% of the voting right. Something like that. Whatever you come up with, you need to implement it. You need to make sure that your customer understand it so that they know that what they are getting it with one utility token. And then in the governance token, it gives the decision making power for the users. See, in the Web2 world, the large companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, all those companies, Apple, all those companies, they decide what the features they want. Of course, they do have customer focus groups. They get feedback and input. That's all. It stops there. And then they go and build the product and services based on how they want to compete in the market. But in the Web3 world, you can have a governance token and you can get the input from your customers and then make them your partners within your product and service. You build a community around the product and service, so they became the co-owner of your product and service, or co-owner of your company itself. If you are starting a new company within the DAO, you could make them a co-owner so that they will participate in each and every decision making that you are going through in the journey of your company. And then in the loyalty tokens, it's a loyalty rewards program. It's again making your customers engage with your product and services so that you can grow your community around your product and services by giving exclusive benefits for your customers. One of the main aspect you need to consider in designing the utility token is, or any type of token is, first you need to decide what type of token you want to design, and then you need to make sure that you understand the regulatory considerations for the tokens that you are building it. So there are I don't know about other countries, but in United States there are strict rules to consider what exactly you are going to do with the token. If you make your token as an investment, then there are a lot of rules and regulations you need to go through to make sure that you are going through the process and understanding it, what exactly you are going to do with the tokens. So make sure that you understand how exactly you are building the tokens. So none of the tokens should be classified as a security. Again, as I said, if you make it as a security, then you have to go through a major legal process working with the companies, so that your customers can understand what exactly you are selling. And the same way for the governance also. As I said earlier, if you are starting a decentralized autonomous organization, then you need to make sure that you follow the rules and regulations for the DAO. So the loyalty tokens are the easiest one in this category because you are just giving the tokens for a simple service to attract customers. It's like giving airway mileage points in the airline industry, something similar to that. But you are making sure that once the tokens are given, you cannot change it. See, there are many times the airline industry change their air mileage points. So they may reduce, they may increase, reduce, whatever they can do. They can do that. But in the Web3 world, it's not possible. Once the contract is written and been codified, deployed in a blockchain, you can't change it. You can change it only when all the customers, more than 50% of the customers vote for it. And if you codify like that, you got to tell them upfront that that's possible to do that. So that's the main difference in the Web3 world compared to Web2 world. So implementing tokens in the marketing strategies. So attract new users with the token incentives. So you can build anything in the Web3 world. If you want to build a new product or service, you need to have a community around that marketing service or marketing product that you are building. Without community, then the Web3 world doesn't exist. So it's everything goes by the community that you are building, and then how the community is in participating with your product or service. You need to have tools and technologies so that you can measure how well your community is participating with your product and services. It could be as simple as how many users are logging into your website or your decentralized application on a regular basis, and how many of them are coming every day or every week, every month. And also, there are so many data points we discussed in multiple other videos. You can take a look in this channel, and you need to understand those in the Web 2. And also, you need to understand in the Web 3 what exactly your customers are purchasing, what NFT tokens they purchased, and what they have in their wallets, so that you can upsell all whatever product and service you want to sell it to them. So with their knowledge, again, that's again the difference in the Web3 world. If you are collecting any data from the users, you need to make sure that the users understand how exactly you are collecting the data and what exactly you are going to use the data upfront, and then only you can collect the data. There are a lot of legal requirements are also there in various parts of the world. And also in the Web3, that's the only way to be successful is you tell transparently what you are going to do with the data that you collect from the customers. So in conclusions, tokens are integral to Web3 ecosystems, and choosing the correct type of token and coming up with your companies or product or service vision, mission, value, all those things you need to understand, you need to design and participate with your community group, make them changes based on their feedback, and create a contract, secure contract within the blockchain application, and then start marketing it to attract customers. That's the only way to be successful, is that transparently you need to build the community around your product and services using the various types of tokens that we discussed in this presentation. That's all I want to discuss in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And also, we have a Web2 and Web3 analytical platform. You can start using it by going to dpa.analytickit.com. And if you need more information about our product or services, please visit analytickit.com. And finally, please subscribe to this channel and help us to grow this channel. Thank you. Bye.